out of bed, guys, but I was watching this video and I said, I think this is a great time to upload a video. And I'm just talking here, so it's not like I'm looking in the camera or nothing. And these videos are for research purposes only. But drinking, I want to tell you something I've learned about retatrutide in drinking. A lot of people won't notice this off the bat because a lot of people are training who knows about this, and they're not out there enough to say, hey, I've noticed this benefit. Because a lot of people know about this is in the healthcare world or the fitness world, and you in the fitness world, you're not really trying to drink at all, you know? But anyway, retatrutide had stopped me from drinking 99%. I'm not going to say 99.9% because every now and then, before I take a new dose every week, I'll have one drink right before I take the dose. Because I know exactly when it's going to take effect. So I will take a drink, then I'll take my shot that same day. And I know it won't start showing me effect within 12-hour period. I won't feel its peak. However, if I take a drink the next day, I'm telling you right now, those are the worst. That's the worst side effects I ever gotten from any medication. I'm talking the burping, the diarrhea, all of that stuff is just out of control, guys. I'm telling you, the burping alone will turn you off because the burping smells like rotten eggs. And that's only from drinking. The burping smell like you have cracked an egg in a shoe and left it there for a week or two. It smelled like death. Now imagine you burping every 2 to 3 minutes when you're around your girlfriend or your friends, or you are at work, you're working close to people. It's a horrible feeling, and people gonna think you're farting. It's gonna smell as if you're it smells like shit, you know? And you don't want that around your friends or your girlfriend. I'm telling you, the first time I smelled it, it was my weekend off, and me and my girlfriend was home playing video games. And I'm telling you, I literally had to I had to get off the bed and go sit in a chair far from her. And even when I was far from her, it smelled like I was taking a shit in a corner. It was the worst smell I ever smelled, guys. So I'm telling you now, it's not worth it to drink while on retatrutide. Now, these are the others. I'm not a smoker. I quit smoking a long time ago. But I've also heard retatrutide can help with smoking, whether you smoke tobacco or marijuana. Retatrutide will help with your habits. I heard It even helped with gambling. I don't know how. I literally don't know how this is even possible. But Retatrutide will help with your gambling. Now, I go to the casino once in a blue moon, right? I remember the last time I went to the casino, I couldn't even put my money in the machine. I don't know what's going on. But this drug really needs to be studied. You heard what I said, guys? I said I couldn't put my money in the machine. I had to give it to my girlfriend so she could play for me. We end up leaving with what we brought. I wasn't in the mood to go any further. That casino wasn't giving us nothing back. But in the end, I said, listen, I'm gonna give you this last $40 and go up $5 per spin, right? I think it was $5 per spin. She went up $5 for a spin, and we got a bonus, and we left with what we came with. But I'm telling you, Retatrutide, when the FDA approved Retatrutide, people are not going to be able to afford it because it helped with so much things. Like, doctors are not going to want to, this stuff is not going to be able to just, people are not going to be able to just afford this, because I heard there's terzepatide or semaglutide. My mother used terzepatide, and I think with her insurance she had to pay $700. It's either $700 or $450, and she said she's gonna stop taking it because it's too expensive. Another thing she said, she have no appetite on it, so it's not even worth taking, because if you love to eat, you want to cut down on your food intake, but at the same time you want to be able to eat something. You want to be able to have a good bowel movement. Nobody want to go to the toilet, and every time they go to the toilet, it's a bunch of water coming out your ass. So it's an unpleasant feeling. But I realize if you take low dosages, you can be able to control your diet a little bit better, and you'll be able to have better bowel movements. I remember when I went up to 10 milligrams of Retatrutide per week, I went to work and I was pooping like 15 times before I come home. It was so unpleasant, but the weight was coming off like water. So I wasn't upset because the weight was coming off. But I would take my lunch to work and take it right back home, and I wasn't eating, and my lips were getting dried out, and I wasn't weak. I wasn't feeling tired. I wasn't feeling fatigue or anything. It's just the diarrhea, and it wasn't worth it, guys. So right now I'm taking 4 milligrams. And the only reason I'm taking 4 milligrams, I got 60 milligram vials of retatrutide. I have 30 milligrams and I had 10 milligrams. So I really went out. I spent at least 2,000 or more on retatrutide. I just stacked up because you can have this stuff for years and it won't expire as long as it's in the powdered form, you know. So I stacked up on retatrutide. I don't know how long I'm gonna take this, but now I'm trying to get more into habit forming, and trying more leaning towards good habits instead of what am I trying to say? I'm trying to form good habits instead of just relying on the drug to help with my diet. And that's the whole purpose of retatrutide. But I highly recommend retatrutide because it's a life changer, you know. I was up 330 pounds. I took another supplement, lost about 40 pounds. Added another supplement to that supplement, lost about, let's say, 80 pounds. Then everything stopped. I can't go down no more with those supplements. So I think my body built up a tolerance and it wasn't having no effect on me. And to be honest, I lost that 80 pounds with little to no exercise. There was some days where I went really hard on exercise, but it wasn't much exercising. So now I can I go down a little bit more weight taking retatrutide, but at the same time, retatrutide wasn't as fast as the other supplements. Retatrutide didn't work as fast for me because I didn't understand going into retatrutide a lot of stuff as far as the side effects, the stuff I had to stay off of. The other supplements I was taking, you could drink, you could smoke, you could do whatever you wanted on them with little to no exercise. That weight was coming off regardless. But at the same time, all that stuff stopped and just stopped working. So now I have to I've built up a couple better habits on Reddit as far as drinking, no smoking. You know, I've saved a lot of money. I spend a lot more money, but I might never go back to those supplements because I thought I was going to stack up on those supplements for the future. But you don't want to keep taking supplements that messing with your heart rhythm, and all that other stuff. You want to try to lean forward to more safer supplements. It might work faster, but faster isn't always good. You want to build good habits over time. Check out the next video. I'm going to show you a before and after pictures. Some before and after pictures. I got before and after videos right on another channel. Because I used to do like, not mukbang, but I used to do a lot of food reviews videos. So you can see all the stuff I used to eat. Let me tell you this, guys. I cannot eat fast food to save my life. If I had to depend on fast food again to get through my day or night, I would fail, because it just don't go down right. With Retatrutide, your whole life gonna change. You're gonna constantly be Googling, how can I avoid these side effects? And when you're living a normal life, you have these same side effects, but with Retta, it's like, it's letting you know, yo, these side effects are known. On a normal diet, without Retatrutide or anything, as I said, the diet I was on before, I could eat whatever I want, still lose weight with little to no exercise. I would sweat like a pig doing regular activity. But is that safe? I don't think so. But I lost a ton of weight with those supplements, and I'm happy for it. But those supplements, the weight come back, and it comes back quick. I'm telling you, that weight come back so fast, you wouldn't even believe it. So that was, and I took that supplement 3 times before, and the weight came back worse. The weight always come back worse because you're not building good habits. I was eating the same food with those supplements. So now that I stopped taking the supplements, I'm still eating the same food, thinking the weight's not gonna come back. And you never see the weight come back. The weight always come back overnight on your ass. And you're like, what happened? It came back worse. I'm bigger. People are asking, what happened? People can't believe. I'm telling you, I think I gained 40 pounds one weekend before. 40 pounds. So what did I eat over the weekend that put on 40 pounds on me? I was like a sponge, just sucking up whatever it was. As I say, you sweat a lot on these supplements, and you go hard. You can stay up longer, but let's save some of the things for the next video. I'm going to show you my befores and afters, and we'll continue get this ball rolling. I want some viewers, because I want to share a few things, and you have to take these things to even share stuff. I notice YouTube won't even share our videos as much as the other guys, because as soon as you type in Retatrutide, you'll see all these guys pop up. That's doctors and influencers, but none of these guys actually take this stuff, to be honest. So you gotta watch your sources. These guys does not take these stuff. It's hard to get real information, but I'll let you know on the next one.